today's practice focuses on how we can bring awareness and aliveness to each and every moment. Often we can live throughout the day, in our everyday kind of lives, as if we're in some kind of trance or dreamlike state and not really kind of noticing what's happening. We're on automatic pilot or just moving and being out of habit. So through the practice of yoga, we really focus on bringing the attention back to the breath and to the body. And this creates the possibility that in your everyday life, you might notice if you're just reacting or behaving out of habit. And just through noticing, you create the possibility that you might react in a different way or to make a different choice. So there's that potential for change. So let's start in a comfortable seated position. You might want to sit on a block or a cushion because we're going to start seated for a few minutes, so probably about 5 minutes. Make yourself really comfortable. Feel the sitting bones grounding down. Start to lengthen up through the crown of the head. And then when you're ready, close down the eyes. Feeling the length and integrity of the spine. And at the same time, feeling the softness of the body. And just following the breath in and out through the nose. Focusing particularly on the tip of the nose as the air comes in and the air goes out. No need to change the breath, just observing the breath as it is. Continue to follow the breathing, and I'll explain one element that we're going to add, simple mindfulness of breath. As you inhale, count 1. As you exhale, count 1. And then inhale, count 2. And exhale, count 2. And so on. So continue counting your breath up to 21. If you lose your way, then come back to 1. And if you get to 21, then just continue to follow the breathing. And whenever you're ready, just starting the practice. And whenever you've noticed you've drifted away, just try to bring yourself back to the counting of the breath. And just last minute here. And starting to let go of the counting, but continue to follow the breathing. And then when you're ready, opening the eyes. So that's a practice that you can do anytime on your own. You know, it could be 5 minutes, 10 minutes a day, just to center and ground yourself. And don't worry if you found it really difficult. Sometimes it's harder on some days than others. So, and it's not about getting it right. It's simply a concentration practice to bring yourself to the present moment. So we're going to make a start coming up to standing. So even in your everyday transitions, think about how you're moving. So it's not about just coming to the mat and having your consciousness here. As you step off the mat into your everyday life, think about how you're moving around your house, on the street. Be really present in your body throughout the entire day. So you're really bringing that consciousness to your whole life. So let's bring the feet hip distance apart, nice and wide, feeling grounded down through the legs, lengthening up through the crown of the head, reaching down through the fingertips. And we'll just take a breath to reach the arms up, palms of hands together, and then exhale, releasing the hands down just by your side. And we'll go do that again. So take an inhale, ground down as you reach up, and then exhale to release. And we'll do that just one more time. Inhale, ground down, and then exhale to release. And this time, let's bring the arms forward, taking an inhale, sweeping the arms up. Keep circling the hands back. Drop the tailbone down in between the heels. Bring the palms of the hands to the lower back, fingers pointing up. Use your thumbs at the base of the tailbone to drop the tailbone down. Squeeze the elbows in, lifting through the chest. If it's okay on your neck, you might let the head drop back. Inhale. And then exhale, coming up. Soften through the knees. Let yourself fold all the way down into your Uttanasana. Relax the head. And stay here for a breath. Taking an inhale into your halfway lift. Hands can come to the shin bones. And then exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Step the right leg back. Just planting the hands down, take an inhale to draw the chest forward. Stay for the exhale. Keeping that right hand planted down, open that left arm up towards the ceiling, reaching up through the left fingertips. And can you have a sense of the whole body in this moment? So imagining taking a snapshot of the whole body. And let's take an inhale. As you exhale, come to the outside edge of that right foot. And turn the left foot to face the side of the mat, and you might just want to shuffle it down a little bit. Take an inhale to lift the hips up, reach that left arm over, and then as you exhale, try to sit the hips down, reaching the left hand towards the back of the mat. Inhale, lift the hips up, reach the arm over, and then exhale, sitting the hips down. And one more time, inhale, and then exhale. Last time, inhale, let's hold it here. Keep pressing down through the fingers of that right hand. Keep lifting the hips up. Flex that underneath foot. Take one more inhale. And then exhale, releasing that left hand back down, turning to face the front of the mat. And then from here, just step that left foot a little bit further forward and turn to face the side. So both legs are straight. Bend into the right leg. And just let your body just hang forward. So you're just letting yourself just sink into that right leg. Keep pressing down through the outside edge of that left foot. And then we're going to bend into the left leg. You can walk the hands over towards the left. Pressing down through the outside edge of that right foot. And once again, we're going to shift the weight over towards that right leg. So bending into the right leg. And then swapping it over, shifting the weight over towards the left leg, turning to face the front of the mat, plant the hands down, step back into your down facing dog.
Taking an inhale to rise up onto the balls of the feet. Lift the heels up, lift the sitting bones up. And then as you exhale, lower the heels back down. And again, inhale, lifting the heels up. And then exhale. Can you have a sense of the whole body here? Moving together. Inhale to come forward into your plank position. And come down to the knees, the chest and the chin. Squeeze the elbows in. And then release the belly, release the toes. Hands a little bit wider, relax the shoulders down. Taking an inhale into your cobra, and we'll just hold it here. Try to lift the kneecaps off the mat, but press down through the tops of the feet. Take one more inhale, and then exhale, releasing it down. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, press back into your down facing dog. Having a sense of how the entire body can feel alive. You can sense and feel with the entire body. Take an inhale to reach that right leg up into your three-legged dog. Exhale, stepping it forward in between the hands. Come to the fingertips here. Reach that left heel back. Take an inhale to draw the chest forward. And then exhale, start to straighten that right leg just to where you can. The hands might come flat. And then inhale, coming forward. And exhale to straighten. We'll just do that one more time. Inhale. Bend into that front leg. And then exhale, straighten. We'll just hold it here. Don't worry if you're not coming to straighten, or you might want to hold onto your block here to come up a little bit higher. Just keep that left foot parallel rather than letting it turn in. So you're trying to square the hips off, drawing that right hip back. Breathe into the back of that right leg. Fully inhabiting the body here. Bend into that right leg, taking an inhale to draw the chest forward, and then exhale, step that left foot forward, folding down. Inhale, halfway lift, and then exhale, fold. Sweeping the arms up, inhale. Ground down through the heels, reach the fingertips up and keep circling back. Fingers pointing up, thumbs to the inside, so along the spine. Use your thumbs to drop the tailbone down, squeeze the elbows in as you lift up through the sternum. Head might drop back. Inhale. Exhale, letting yourself fold forward. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knee, step the left leg back. Plant the hands down. Just stay here for a breath. Just keep that left hand planted down. Open that right arm up towards the ceiling. Reaching up through the fingertips. Try to draw that right hip back. And then from here, we're going to come to the outside edge of that left foot and step that right foot a little bit further down, toes pointing to the side of the mat. Take an inhale to lift the hips up, reach that right arm over, and then exhale. Trying to sit the hips down, reaching that right hand to the back of the mat. Inhale, lifting the hips up, and then exhale. Sitting down. Inhale, lifting up, and exhale. And inhale, let's just hold it here for a couple of breaths. Keep reaching out through the right fingertips. Flex through that underneath foot, so try not to let that collapse through the outside of the ankle. Keep the breath open. And take one more inhale, lift the hips up a little bit higher, and just circle the hand so it comes forward. Step that right foot a little bit further forward once again, and then turning to face the side of the mat towards your left, so turning towards the left, and then shift the weight into that left leg, so the left leg is bent. And just relaxing the head down, just allowing the hips to sink down towards the mat, pressing down through the outside edge of that right foot. And then walking the hands over towards the right, weight into the right leg is bent. Grounding down through the outside edge of that left foot. Once again, walking your hands over towards the left. Inhale, and then exhale to sink the hips down a little bit deeper. And then keep walking the hands back over towards the right, swiveling around to face the front of the mat. Step back into your down facing dog. Inhale to come forward into your plank. Exhale, knees, chest and chin down. And release the belly, release the toes, hands wide. Take an inhale, cobra. And then exhale, fold down. Hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, pressing back into your down facing dog. Just taking a breath here. Let's reach that left leg up into your three-legged dog. Inhale, exhale, stepping it forward in between the hands and come to the fingertips. Take an inhale, draw the chest forward, and then exhale, starting to straighten this left leg, drawing the left hip back. And then inhale to bend into that left leg, reach the chest forward, and then exhale to straighten. Inhale to bend. Exhale to straighten. We're just going to hold it here. So remember, you can use your block, or that left leg can stay slightly bent if you need to. What can you feel in the body? Can you release any unnecessary tension in this moment? And then bend into that left leg, onto the fingertips, step the right foot forward, feet stay hip distance apart. Take an inhale into your halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Sweeping the arms up, inhale. Reaching the arms back, circling the arms all the way back. Fingers pointing up, thumbs to the inside. Use the thumbs to drop the tailbone down. Reach the tailbone in between the heels. Squeeze the elbows in as the head comes back. Take an inhale. Exhale, coming forward, folding yourself all the way down. Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And then just soften through the knees. Come down to the left knee and then the right knee. Coming into your Vajrasana or kneeling seated position. Cup the left hand into the right, thumbs lightly touching, and close down your eyes. Noticing what's here now. Are you able to stay with the breath and the body, or have you drifted off thinking about something else? You keep the shoulders soft and the face soft. And they say that the mind is like a very unruly child that you gently have to keep bringing back to the present moment. And you can't force it to be here in the present, but just very gently coming back to the breath, coming back to the body. Allowing your presence
to feel each moment. Just another few breaths here. Just releasing the hands, opening the eyes. Make your way onto your back. Let's bend that right knee in towards you, and you might want to have the left leg bent as well. And then start to take that right leg up towards the ceiling. You could hold behind the thigh or the calf, or if you can take hold of the right big toe, then do. But I want you to try to prioritize straightening that right leg. So if you had a strap, you could use a strap here to relax the shoulders down, reach the right heel up towards the ceiling. Let's take an inhale. As you exhale, you might feel a little bit of space that allows you to bring the leg a little bit closer towards you, and then releasing that right leg down. And we'll just swap it over. Either you can bend that right leg or keep it long, taking that left leg straight up towards the ceiling, prioritizing straightening the leg rather than bending it to bring it towards you. So press the thigh away from you. Keep pressing down through the back of the right thigh as well. And just take an inhale. As you exhale, you might be able to bring the leg a little bit closer towards you. And then let's release that left leg all the way long. Letting the feet fall away, arms a little bit away from the body, palms facing up. Closing the eyes. And picture your whole body lying here on the mat. Picture the whole front of the body and the whole back side of the body. And the right side of the body and the left side of the body. So the whole body. As you move throughout the rest of your day or evening after the practice, see if you can bring your awareness into the everyday moments of your life. Or notice when you switch off or you zone out. And that's okay sometimes. It's not about being hypervigilant or anything like that. It's just about trying to bring aliveness to small parts of your life where you might not necessarily think about it. How you're sitting down, how you're rolling over in the bed. So bringing mindfulness and consciousness to your everyday movements and activities. And now just allowing yourself to come to complete rest. Allow the belly to be soft and the face to be soft. Stay resting here for as long as you need to. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.